show you shit that you might not know. Welcome, my friend, to the BWIT show. All right, so to get started, what you want to do is go ahead and go to web2py.com. We're going to download this web framework, which I've already went through a lot of this, but I want you to give you time. You navigate, go to the website, go to the download section. You'll see here, so we'll navigate, open up your web browser, navigate, click on the download. Okay, so there's various different versions here. Um, uh, Obviously, they have here Python 3.7, which is mainly the most current, I guess, Python available now. I think there's 3.8 might be out now, but 3.7 is pretty stable and current. But you got the various, so this actually will run Mac, Windows, and source code binaries, as well as they have for Python 2.7. They've got test stuff for developers here. You can download right from the GitHub repository. So you guys find uh, find the version or download version that you are wanting to get and access uh, based on your operating system. Okay. Once you get that downloaded, so as you can see here, you unzip. If you're running Windows, there's a web2py.exe file. You can just double click and run. And for the Mac OS, there's the web2py that you just click and run inside the folder, as you can see right here. So I just want to kind of step through here. It shows you what here. It says caveats. After installation, every time you run web2py, it'll ask you for a password, administrative password. So you can like set a password access each time you stop and start the server. Um, the built-in server that web2py comes with. So if you go ahead and just find your download, go ahead and click on that. I'm going to download source because I'm actually running a Linux OS, Linux-based kernel, I'll say. So I've already done this, but I just wanted to click just for illustration purposes. So once you get that downloaded, go navigate to where you have it downloaded to. So wherever you've got it downloaded, so it probably went to my downloads folder, home, and then right here, web2py source. You can extract it, and then once you click into that, you see you have a web2py folder, and then we have this the main directories for web2py. So you've got an application, there's an example, extras, gluon, which contains a lot of the main library files, and you got scripts, site packages, and these are just some other files necessary for web2py. So the easiest way, if you're running Windows, you can just run there's an executable. Being that I'm running Linux, you have to, from a terminal window, you want to navigate to that folder that you have it downloaded to. So mine would be in the downloads folder. Then I'd go to web2py, what, underscore, it's that, and go into web2py. And I would suggest you kind of you move that web2py folder out either into another location that you have that's more accessible. Otherwise, you just navigate to where it is, and you'll see this web2py dot Python file, and that's what we're going to be launching and running this. So what I'm going to do is go back to the installation that I have, and I can show you how to actually run this. So what I'm going to do is, I don't even know if you're seeing any. Oh, Okay, so let me pull over my. Okay, there we go. So bear with me here. I didn't realize. Okay, so I got my terminal window up. I'm gonna kill what I have running of Web2py because I already have it installed. So, all right, so let's clear the screen. All right, so remember, we're going to navigate to that Web2py folder. So wherever you have it at, remember you want to navigate to that Web2py folder. You want to go inside of that folder. Okay, so change directory, go inside of that folder. Okay, look for that Web2py .py Python file. Okay, so in order for us to get this going, let me navigate up a little bit here. So what you're going to do is type in Python 3 or whichever version of Python that you have installed. If you're running the most current version of Python, or if you're running Python 3, type in Python 3 space and then web2py.py. That's going to launch the little um, it's going to launch the Web2py GUI for us. So there's a little startup GUI. So I'm going to launch that. And as you can see, here it is. You can see this on my screen. And so here's our Web2py. We have has a menu options up here where you can quit the process, start particular applications that you already have. So in order for you can start this running on local host only 127. If you want to access your Web2py server from other hosts, you want to do the public 0.0.0.0. So we're not doing that. We're running this straight from this local host. So we're going to choose the local host. And if you remember back there on the Web2py site, said about the caveat is creating a password. Do a simple password, something that you won't forget. Otherwise, you just have to stop, stop, and then start the uh, Web2py instance in order to recreate another password. So just use something simple, so you don't forget. We'll hit that start server, and if you see in the browser, I'm sorry, not my browser, but the command sees here visit 127.0 one says visit http / 127.0.0.1 8000. That is, we have to navigate to that. It should see it says starting browser, should automatically open up for you. Otherwise, you can open this up for yourself. So this is the initial welcome to the welcome screen. Welcome to Web2py. So see here, it says, how did you get here? You are successfully running Web2py. You visited the URL welcome / default / index, which called the function index open close parentheses located in the file web2py applications welcome controller default.py. The output of this file is a dictionary that is rendered by the view web2py applications welcome views default index.html. You can modify this application and adapt it to your needs. Great. All right. So this is our default screen. You can add on, you can build out from this. You can create different things and whatever you want to do from here. Let's go into Web2py. Okay. Now that we've got the basic installation going, this is, this should be pretty straightforward and simple. You see you got your login here. If we log in, it's going to ask us for that admin password that we created. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's log in. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Oh, I'm sorry, we did that earlier. That's the wrong. We haven't created our app yet. So let's go hit my sites. All right, so you can see I've got some things on apps on here already, because I've actually ran through a little bit of this already. So you can see installed applications. Um, one, two, by default, you all, with your initial installs, you'll see just an examples. You'll have the admin currently running, you'll have your examples, and you'll have a welcome. So you see these additional ones I actually created myself. I'm going to go through here. We'll show you how to create your own first application. What I like about Web2py, like I said, it, if I go back here to the site here, um, let's take out what is Web2py. So, um, created by a community of professionals and university professors in computer science and software engineering. Look at easy to run, requires no installation, no configuration. What is here? Here, this is what I like. So it enforces good software engineering practices, model, view, controller, design, server-side form validation, postbacks. So, so it's excuse me, it's a all battery, what they say, batteries included, everything you need in one package included, including multi-fast threading, web server, SQL database, and web-based interface, no third-party dependencies, but works with third-party tools. So um yeah, it's like I said, I found it a very excellent tool for learning about this framework, and learning about web building, web applications. Um, so with that being said, let's get started. Okay. So I'm gonna log back into my interface here. Let me scroll over. Okay. So it's got this nice kind of GUI interface here. Um, and if you look over here on the right hand side, you see there's a check for upgrades, which will let you know if there's any updates for Web2py. Here's a new simple application. Easily create you an application. Here there's upload and install package applications. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on this. You can deploy some applications to the Google App Engine, deploy to OpenShift, deploy to Python Anywhere. There's a new application wizard. It says it's experimental, requires internet access, blah blah blah. I'm not going to go through and show you that, but we're gonna we're gonna create a basic, simple application. Okay, we'll step through that so you can take a look at the basic model view control structure. And if let's take a look. So with that being said, let's take a look at that welcome screen that we were on earlier. So you got our model. It's broken down: model, controllers, and views. And there's some languages. And if you scroll down, there's some static for like images and static pages, models. I'm sorry, modules, and private files, and then plugins. And so this basically kind of gives you an overall structure. Let me collapse it so you can kind of see. Actually, I don't think you're seeing the edge of my screen, are you? Let's fix that. Okay. Let's fix that. Let me do this. Bear with me. Let me fix something here because some things a little bit off. Yeah, it looks better. All right, so there we go. All right, so y'all should have said something. This is not a live video, so I probably wasn't paying attention. But okay, now you can see. Here's the basic structure. You got our models. If I highlight on that, it says the data representation defines database tables and sets. Go to controllers, the application logic. Each URL path is mapped in one exposed function in the controller. Excuse me. So then we have our views, the presentation layer. Views are also known as templates. I'm not going to click and go into these because our basic, what I want you guys to kind of get down and understand is basically the framework that run. This is that the logic or the mechanism behind the framework is the model, the controllers, and then the view. So so the model is what's going to be your database, um, which is what's going to be the store your information. Okay. Control is going to be how that information is exposed. And the view is going to be how that information is displayed. Okay. So if you kind of keep that logic in mind. What, how, and where. So the what, the how, and the where. Okay, so what's going to be displayed, how it's going to be displayed, and then where. Okay, so keep that in mind. So let's go back. We're going to let's create our first application. Okay, we're going to call it my app. Okay, let's create my app. Hit that create. So as you see here, creates that basic structure that we looked at before on the welcome. Okay, what you want to do is, so to get started, we're going to